Hey everyone, this is Emily Guerrero from Clean and Polished. I am an independent director with Color Street from Portland, Oregon, and I wanted to share some of my favorite ways to remove Color Street nail polish and some of my favorite products that I use to do this. So let's go ahead and get started. For the last week or so, I've been wearing one of our French nail polishes. This is the Diamond District, so it's a silver glitter. And if you've ever seen Color Street French polishes, they're a little different than our regular polishes because they're two steps. You first apply the tip, and then you apply a clear overlay. So these are some of the trickiest polishes to get off because number one, glitter is a little bit more stubborn than kind of a solid polish or a cream finish. And because there's two layers at the tip, it can be a little bit more stubborn to remove. So this is a great polish for me to do this video. I've had this polish on for a little over a week. You can see I've got about a 1/4 inch of grow out at the base of my nails. It's not very noticeable because of the clear polish. I have a tiny bit of wearing at the tips. So under normal circumstances, I'd probably go another week with these nails, but it's almost Valentine's Day. So I want to put on this really pretty Valentine's shade, Belize Bellini. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about nail polish remover. There are several different types that you can find at your local beauty supply store or drugstore or on Amazon. And the main difference that you'll notice in nail polish remover is the concentration of acetone that it contains. So acetone is a chemical that is great at dissolving polish. The downside is that it is pretty harsh on your nails. So if you are using acetone, it can cause some peeling and definitely dry out your nails. So this is just kind of a quick nail polish remover pad that you can find at a drugstore. This one you can see on the ingredients is mostly acetone. It has some kind of moisturizers, softeners. It's got lanolin, it's got aloe vera, but because this is mostly acetone, it's going to be one of the harsher ways of removing your nail polish, but also the fastest. There are other brands that contain some acetone but also have some ingredients that make it a little bit safer and gentler on your nails. This one is my favorite. It's by Zoya, which is one of my favorite kind of safer polish brands. It does have acetone in it if you look on the ingredients, but it also has some things in there to kind of moisturize your nails and keep them a little bit more hydrated when you take the polish off. So if I am looking to get my nail polish off quickly, then I like to use this Zoya, but the downside is it's going to dry out your nails a little bit. So if you have more time or more patience, my favorite brand of nail polish remover is Karma Naturals. I found this on Amazon. It's a soybean oil based remover and it has no acetone at all. You can see on the ingredients, it's got vitamin E in it, which helps to moisturize your nails. And the ingredients themselves are really natural and safe. You can go onto the environmental working group and search these ingredients, and they all have a really safe rating in terms of toxicity. But the thing I love the most about this is that it's very moisturizing and gentle on your nails. Downside is it takes a little bit more elbow grease or a little bit more time to remove your nail polish with this brand. So I want to show you kind of a couple different methods that you can do to get your polish off on a few different fingers. So another little tool that I love, also available on Amazon, are these little nail clips. If you've ever had gel nails or any other artificial nails put on or taken off at a salon, they will often wrap the tips of your nails with aluminum foil and a cotton ball to soak your nail polish in acetone. These are just a more sustainable and environmentally safe method of removing your nail polish and allowing them to soak. These clips can be used again and again. You simply put a little bit of polish remover on a cotton ball and then clip it on your nail, and this will allow it to soak for a little bit longer. So I'm going to show you guys kind of how easy or difficult it is to get polish off using these different methods and with these clips. So we're going to start with the safest option here, which is the Karma Naturals. I'm going to put just, this is a fresh bottle. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to put just a little bit of remover on this cotton ball here. And then I'm going to place this on my pinky and use my clip. Now, if I wasn't making a video and I, was taking my time, you can rip your cotton ball into teeny tiny pieces. You don't need to use a whole cotton ball. for one finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one soak for a little while on here. I'm gonna take my next nail off with that polish remover just without soaking first so you can see how long it takes. Okay, this third nail, I'm gonna use my Zoya acetone based. Again, this does have acetone and it's got some other ingredients in there too that are a little bit safer, but it gets it off a lot quicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and soak my little cotton ball with that. Get it on my middle finger here. Takes a little bit of practice to balance. And go ahead and clip that on so it is soaking. And then on this one, I'm just gonna take it off straight with the Zoya polish remover. And on my thumb, I'm gonna use this little kind of handy remover pad so that you can just get it right off. If you're traveling, this is nice and quick, but again, it's gonna dry out your nails. One overall tip that you can do with any polish remover is to use a file or a buffer block like this. This one's from Color Street. You can tell I've used it quite a bit. And you can gently file over the top of your nail just to kind of rough up the top coat. Color Street polish has a base coat, color, and a top coat all in one. And so that will just rough it up a little bit. You don't want to go all the way down to your nail. You just want to get through a little bit of that top coat. That's going to help the polish remover kind of soak into the deeper layers of the polish and get it off easier. Okay, so here's one of those acetone remover pads. This is supposed to be enough to take off all 10 nails. And I'm just going to use this directly on my nail so we can see how quickly this comes off. So I can definitely feel it's gripping a little bit at my tip where the glitter is. You can see it's coming off. Almost done. I also have eczema, which you might notice. That's why I have like granny hands that are so dry with all these little cuts on them. So I like the more natural polish removers as well because they don't irritate my skin as much. This is burning my fingers right now. Okay, so it just takes a little bit of time and swipes to get that double layer of polish off. You can see, and I can already notice like how dry my nail feels after using this acetone. So no matter what you use, when you're all done removing your polish, you really want to wash your hands well, get all that polish remover off, and then moisturize your nails with a great cuticle oil. You can just use coconut oil or a good lotion, but I always like to rub some cuticle oil into my nails and my cuticles when I'm done removing. And I'll typically wait a day or so in between Color Street sets just to make sure my nails get rehydrated and to keep them healthy. Okay, so that first nail was just an acetone pad. Second nail here, I'm going to, again, just kind of rough it up a tiny bit with a file. Don't need to do much. And then I'm gonna use the Zoya polish remover. This is some acetone. And I want you to see how quickly this gets it off. Okay, so again, you just gotta work a little bit if you're not soaking. These polish removers, by the way, this Zoya one I feel like is around $8. They're definitely spendier than what you're gonna find at your drugstore, but I think it's worth it for a safer brand that's healthier on your nails, and they last a long time. So, okay, there we go. That's all the way off with the Zoya. So that was just about the same amount of time as the stronger concentration of acetone. But this has got some safer ingredients in there. Okay, now this one I did not rough up. I just put the polish remover right on there with the clip, but it's only been a minute or so, and you can see that this soaking really helps it get off a lot faster than just doing it without that time. So it's almost off at the tip. And again, that glitter's just always going to be a little bit more stubborn. They use a stronger base and top coat with glitter so that all those little particles stay in there. That's what makes it stronger. And look, I'm getting all the polish off on my other hand. Okay, so that came off much faster with a little bit of soaking. Okay, now we've got my ring finger, I'm gonna use the Safer Karma Naturals. And this one, I love that it's oil-based, so it actually feels really oily when you get it on, and our rubbing with it does not feel drying like the other polish removers, but it definitely takes a little bit more time, a little bit more elbow grease to get it off with this. But if you want healthy, natural nails for when you're not wearing polish, totally worth it. Okay. Yeah, this would have been a good idea for me to rough this nail up a little bit with the file. I definitely feel like getting some of that top coat off, even just a few extra seconds of doing that, makes the job a whole lot easier when you're taking this polish off. And I can see that it's mostly gotten that clear coat off. Remember, we're taking off 2 layers here, and now it's about to start working on the tip. But you could be here all day. That's the downside of this guy. So definitely soaking and buffing or filing will make much quicker work of using a safer polish remover. Okay, I'm giving up on this one because you guys don't want to watch this all day. All right, we've got half of it off there. It's kind of starting to peel off in chunks. Oh, there we go. All right, finally. We've got it all off. So not as time efficient, but you can just see how oily that is. And just look at that nail compared to the other ones where I use the acetone. It just leaves it a lot healthier. Okay, finally, this has been soaking in that polish remover a little bit. So that contact with the, I'm not even sure how the heck soybean oil gets nail polish off, but it works. And that contact helps get it off faster. So this one got most of that top coat off already. And I'm almost like scraping a little bit. I feel like that helps to get it off too. Almost done. And if you have a little bit of time and you can just sit in front of the TV and watch your favorite TV show, leave these little clips on, 15 minutes, that's gonna really help you get this off faster. Okay, so to summarize, we did the Karma Naturals, which is the safest, but the most time-consuming polish remover with the clip, a little bit of soaking on this finger and just removing it with a cotton ball on this finger. We did the Zoya 3-in-1 Formula Remove Plus. We soaked it a little bit on this finger. That was definitely the fastest, and then just used it straight on this finger. And then I did the little nail polish remover pad that's mostly acetone on my thumb. So, and if you want to make the whole job a lot easier, I recommend getting these clips, or you could use foil and a cotton ball. But these cost about $2 on Amazon, super cheap. And I've just used the same set over and over and over again. I love to give these as hostess gifts to people. And a little file, buffing over the top of your nail polish, just a little bit, not enough to get down to your nail, but just enough to rough up that top coat will help the nail polish remover kind of work its way into the polish and remove it with ease. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna take off my other hand of polish and put on this gorgeous Belize Bellini set for Valentine's Day. So hope you all have a wonderful week and see you soon.